Sarah Ferguson's steamy debut Mills and Boon novel focuses on the forbidden, passionate romance of a flame-haired heroine who is eager to wed her Scottish lover Donald Cameron, despite her father's disapproval. The book, Her Heart for a Compass, is a fictional account of the life of the Duchess of York's great-great-aunt, Lady Margaret Montagu Douglas Scott. Set in the heart of the Victorian era, it sees 18-year-old Lady Margaret evoke the ire of her parents, the Duke and Duchess of Buccleuch, close friends of Queen Victoria, by rejecting the suitor they chose for her, Lord Rufus Ponsonby, the Earl of Killin, resulting in her being banished from polite society. Lady Margaret, who hails from Dalkeith in Scotland and loves horses, then falls madly in love with a priest and, later, an older diplomat, an acquaintance of her father's, before making a career for herself as a writer. And the hotly anticipated novel is filled with racy details, such as the moment when the protagonist first sets eyes on her old friend Donald astride a strapping grey and they find themselves in a passionate embrace. In an extract provided exclusively to female, the novelist tells of the moment Lady Margaret read his intention clearly in his eyes as he reached for her, and she made no attempt to evade him as he pulled her into his arms. And in a second passage, she lifted her hand to his cheek and felt his sharp intake of breath at her touch. "Margaret," he said, his voice both rough and gentle at the same time. It goes on to say how the roaring of the waterfall became a roaring in her ears as their lips met. In real life, Lady Margaret married Donald Cameron of Lochiel, who was an MP and 24th Chief of Clan Cameron, in 1875. They went on to have 4 sons, who have believed to have fought in World War II. Grounded in extensive historical research, the novel is a story of duty, family, love, and a woman's yearning for freedom and independence in a strict, controlling society. The Duchess joined forces with her collaborator and mentor Marguerite Kay, who has written more than 50 novels for Mills and Boon set across the ages, and her books and novellas have sold more than 1.5 million copies in over 20 countries. Throughout Her Heart for a Compass, Lady Margaret's growing confidence leads her to pursue a new life outside of the confines of her aristocratic family seat, and eventually follow her heart. Fergie, 61, who has penned many best-selling children's books and several works of non-fiction, said it's a dream come true to be a first-time novelist at the age of 61. "Lockdown gave me the time and space to tell a story that I have wanted to write for 15 years, she explained. "When like everyone else I was locked down with my family, it gave me the time to buckle down and write the book. I think people will see the parallels between me and my heroine Lady Margaret. She's a redhead, she's strong-willed and she's led by her heart. She attracts the attention of the press and she makes a career in writing. But ultimately, this is a work of fiction and not an autobiography. It's a coming-of-age story charting the journey of a strong woman who strains against the confines of 1860s society, when women were so controlled. I think the challenges Margaret faces will resonate with today's readers." Sarah added that the idea for the novel came to her when I was asked to do the BBC programme Who Do You Think You Are? I didn't end up going ahead with that, but it started me off on a quest to look into the strong, creative Scottish and Irish women in my lineage, she explained. I became particularly fascinated with my great-great-aunt, Lady Margaret Montagu Douglas Scott, and the story grew from there. There are also numerous references to the press, with the character developing a dislike for the Illustrated London News, not dissimilar in its style to Lady Whistledown's gossip-fueled column in the Netflix drama Bridgerton. "Honestly, you would think they would have more important topics to write about than what gown I wore to what ball, who I danced with, and whether or not my dance card was full," Lady Margaret moans to her best friend Princess Louise, Queen Victoria's 6th child. She later laments, "I am heartily sick of being the subject of press speculation." The Duchess previously told People magazine that the world's press has written about my mistakes when discussing how she advises her daughters to behave,